Simpsonville, South Carolina. Actually, it's still nighttime and it's raining. Whew. Subject matter for today: accusations of being Nazis. Now, I love how the left constantly comes out with accusations that a certain conservative action is like the Nazis. The National Socialist Workers' Party of Germany, Nationalen Sozialisten, they're socialists. So let's look at their platform. Okay? We demand the nationalization of all enterprises already converted into corporations or trusts. General Motors bailout. Well, GM and Chrysler. The government stole from the stockholders, gave them a bailout. They stole from the taxpayers, stole from the stockholders, gave the auto manufacturers a bailout, and took control of the auto manufacturing companies. GM, Government Motors, Volkswagen. Okay? We demand profit sharing in large enterprises. Sounds like a workers' party plan, and I'm talking about the Soviets here. We demand large-scale development of old age pension schemes. Welfare. Okay, they're not talking Social Security here. Social Security we've been paying for our entire lives, and the government's been stealing and using for welfare programs and things like that. But they're not talking about Social Security, they're talking about welfare programs. We demand the creation and maintenance of a sound middle class, the immediate communalization of large department stores which are to be leased at low rates to small tradesmen. We demand the most careful consideration for the owners of small businesses and orders placed by national, state, or community authorities. Now, that's an eminent domain kind of thing. It's kind of hard to explain exactly how that correlates, but basically what it is they decided that if you work your butt off to build a large business, the business does well, your business plan is good, and it grows and it grows, and you build this nice big superstore. Let's say Saks Fifth Avenue. They want to take the building and turn it into a mall. Take your store, divide it up, and give it away to other people and turn it into a mall. We demand land reform in accordance with our national needs and a law for expropriation without compensation of land for public purposes. Abolition of ground rent and prevention of all speculation in land. Alright. The last eminent domain ruling by the Supreme Court. We're going to steal your land, give it to this developer so he can build tract housing or apartment buildings. You got one house on this piece of property that's been in your family for 150 years, but we're going to take it away and give it to this developer. Yeah. We demand ruthless battle against those who harm the common good by their activities. Persons committing base crimes against the people, usurers, profiteers, etc., are to be punished by death without regard to religion or race. Now, users and profiteers. A profiteer. That's the purpose of all business, to make a profit. That's the purpose of all employment, to make money, to earn a living. So if you bust your butt and earn a living, they want to take it away from you. Liberals are doing it through taxation. Okay? What they're doing, it's called Keynesian economics. The government can spend its way out of debt. It doesn't work that way. The more money you spend, the more in debt you go. Anybody who thinks otherwise is a whack job. You get out of debt by not spending money and paying off your debts. We can't keep spending like we're doing. The socialist system that the liberals keep pushing, the Keynesian economics, has been proven to be a failure. This welfare and minimum wage crap only increases prices, increases taxation rates, takes away from the people that work, and what's going to happen is, at a certain point, the people who are working to try to provide for themselves and their families are going to give up. My car is a 1986 because I can't afford to buy a new car. I mean, I'm paying for this truck. It's $650 a week just in truck payment. For me to earn a living, I can't afford to buy a new car. But I drive through I'll put it nicely, welfare portions of town, and I see them driving around in Escalades, big 24-inch dubs and low pros and 5,000 watt sound systems, and they got their curtains open and they've all got these 80-inch big screens and stuff like that. I stop at Walmart in the middle of the night to get groceries, and I watch my budget. I pay attention. Certain things I'll get generics. Some things, yeah, I'm brand specific on, but I look for sales. I look for coupons. I try to save money. And I go up to the register, and I've got enough stuff to just get us by for a week. And admittedly, in part, it's because of the lack of room in here. But when I go up to the counter and I've got maybe a half a buggy of groceries to last us all week, and the person in front of me has this big buggy piled way up with all sorts of stuff that I can't afford to eat. Right? Big, thick porterhouse steaks, so on and so forth. Just massive quantities of high dollar foods. And then boatloads of candies and snacks and chips and junk food. And then they pull out an EBT card to pay for it. That's bullcrap. But that's socialism. Now, number 20 on their platform, in order to make higher education and thereby entry into leading positions available to Able and industrious German, the state must provide a thorough restructuring of our entire public educational system. Courses of study at all educational institutions are to be adjusted to meet requirements of practical life. Understanding of the concept of the state must be achieved through the schools, teaching of civics, at the earliest age at which it can be grasped. We demand the education at public expense of specially gifted children of poor parents without regard to the latter's position or occupation. Government take over the school system. And that's what I was talking about yesterday. Using the schools to brainwash our children and destroy the future. You tell anybody a lie enough times, they begin to believe it. If you set up 14 years, okay, a year of pre-K, a year of K, and then 1st through 12, 14 years of school, public school, before they even go into these liberal arts colleges. 14 years they have teachers pounding in their heads that everybody is equal. If you just show up, we'll give you a trophy. You don't have to strive to succeed. You don't have to work hard. You end up with a nation full of lazy, entitled, spoiled brats. And that's what we're facing right now. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Mississippi. We got 110 miles to Memphis. Took them forever to get us loaded this morning. From there, we go to Mayfield, Kentucky. And from there, we go to Los Angeles. Whew. Gonna be a good hard run. Hopefully our load in Mayfield is good to go. When we get there, it should be. And all will be well. But until then, we don't know. So, 2 more minutes and I can get rolling. So we've made our delivery. Drop and hook. Now, 10 miles shy of delivery, I had to stop, put fuel in the trailer, because we are required to have a certain amount of fuel in the trailer when we drop it, as well as standards on how far away we can fuel up, or we must fuel up.
In 3.5 miles, take exit on right to I-240 North.
Okay, basically we have to fuel up within 200 miles of dropping a trailer and within 100 miles of picking up a trailer. So I put fuel in this thing, get us over the 3/4 minimum. I actually filled it up, dropped it, grab another trailer, and it's got less than half a tank. So I had to stop for fuel again. Now, the fuel that I put in this trailer, I should be getting reimbursed for. The other trailer, I got to pay for. Basically, it's if you burn it loaded, you pay for it. That's one of the couple of things that, very few things, I don't like about here. Most other places that I know of, the driver's not responsible for reefer fuel. That comes out of the company's cut. But some companies take a bigger cut. But the thing is, it's a pain in the butt time waster. just uses up my available hours of service. So we're running around Memphis. I have the outside camera running. Hopefully I don't do like I did with LA the other day. That was real smart. I was going through downtown LA, so I had the outside camera running.
In 1 mile, take exit on right to I-240 North.
Okay. I filmed going through downtown LA, and when I saw that we were going to pick up, be running along the coast for quite a ways when we went to pick up, I forgotten what I had already recorded and I erased it. And then I wasn't even able to record going along the coast because it was too dark and you couldn't see anything. So hopefully
take exit on right to I-240 North.
I gotta have the GPS on because I'm running a route I don't usually run, getting to a place that I go to all the time. But so be it. So hopefully I won't come morning think, oh hey, I can record this, and then end up recording over what I'm recording now. Well, we made it to our pickup location, and our preloaded trailer was not preloaded as it should be. So we have to wait for them to show up and then see how long it's going to take to get loaded. They better load us quick if they want their stuff delivered on time. Oh boy. Anyway, if you like the video, please share, leave comments, click the like button. Have a wonderful, wonderful day, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Bye. Say bye. Don't just wiggle your ears at me. Say bye. Bye.